everybody. I'm gonna start the show. Here we go, guys. Bam. The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, to the new Bitcoin daily live show here on YouTube, wherever. I'm figuring out from now on we are gonna have this live show 9:30 Central European time. I figured out that fits me the best. So every single day at 9:30 we are gonna have this Bitcoin daily update and see what's actually gonna happen. That said, first of all, we're gonna do a lot of Bitcoin analysis, then we're gonna talk a little bit with the chat, and that's the plan for today, and that's the plan, the setup for this video. So I see a lot of people already in there. I see a lot of people in, but not a lot of people hit the like button, so you know, like button is needed to be hit. Anyways, nah, I'm just kidding. I don't really care about like buttons. I tried like buttons tactic, and it's not working that well. I think watch time is more important. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining me. I'm seeing that people are talking about my water in my plastic cup. Unfortunately, today is the see merchandise, guys. Merchandise. We got merchandise now. Yeah, unfortunately, today is the coffee day because it's morning, and morning is my coffee time. So, with milk, with sugar, with everything, and just put it in, just wake me up, you know. Anyways, guys, let's get in the charts. Enough chit chat and see what's actually happening. There are some few lines over here. I'm gonna talk about it. We're gonna start on the Bitcoin weekly chart because you know, today Sunday it's gonna be a weekly close. We're gonna close below the 20 moving average. Now, last week everybody was talking about another line. The red one is simple moving average 20. And everybody was talking about 21 simple moving, exponential moving average, EMA, right? So everybody was like, oh, no, we are good. No problem with the exponential moving average. Yeah, we closed above it and no problem. We're going to go up from here, right? Unfortunately, that didn't happen and we just continue dumping down, especially because I feel that moving average, simple moving averages are more important than exponential moving averages, you know, but who's fighting? That doesn't matter. Anyways, we closed actually previous, from what I can say, previous week we already closed below both 10 and 20 moving average, and we did not retrace back, and this is actually technically a bad sign. The way I see it, it's technically a bad sign because if you want to stay in the bull market and you don't want these breaks of the supports to happen, you want to get right back above it to eliminate the previous candle. Just like over here, you went down and next candle you went right back up again. You want to do that, the same thing over here. You want to go down, but the next candle you want to go right back up again. Now if you don't do that, it doesn't mean it's over or anything like that. Actually, I'm a lot more bullish now than I was like a week ago and something like that, because I've been looking at a lot more other statistics and seeing other people talk. So I'm coming, you know, to the realization that this might not actually be over. So that's a good thing. So I'm technically preparing to get back in. But right now I'm looking for some kind of reversal pattern that's we're going to talk about. Anyways, this is most likely 99.99%. I'm sure it's gonna close below the again below the 20 moving average. On weekly chart, the problem is that we are falling below this support line over here at 53,300. We are also breaking that. So, you know, but anything can happen next week. Next week he might actually come back about it. But that was an important support line that we actually broke, and right now we are falling into it. Let's go to the weekly chart. To the daily chart. In the daily chart, you can see that we are still holding below the 200 moving average. We managed to get back above it, but then we went below it and we stayed below it for 3 days. So technically we are below all the moving averages on the daily chart, and technically we are in a downtrend, however you want to look at it. So we are looking for some kind of pump over here to actually get back above the 200 moving average, above the 10 moving average, and get out. So technically you have to understand we are in some kind of this might actually be looking at a triangle, a wedge or something like that. We're gonna see what this actually is forming over here right now. It might be looking, it does look, if it's triangle, it's a continuation pattern. It's gonna break on the downside. If it's a wedge, that I actually think it is, it might actually break on the upside, and I'm thinking that might actually help us. But right now we are below the 200 moving average and below the 10 moving average, so that's not a good thing. But if we can get a little small push up, maybe we can start climbing the moving averages to the upside. Now we're gonna go to the 4-hourly chart and see what's actually here, and here is the very here things get very exciting. So let's remove the moving averages. So right now we're gonna try to draw some kind of a patterns over here, and you can see already here that yeah, this line is too thick. You can already see here that if we just use the wicks, right, you can see that there is some kind of a maybe triangle pattern going on over here, right? Maybe it should be something like this. You can see it's trying better because people are considering these wicks, these big wicks, right? And right now we are sitting exactly on the support. Now if this is the case, this is actually a triangle in a downtrend, and that's a continuation pattern. So that means basically, okay, we are gonna continue to the downside. But I don't think this is a triangle that's forming over here. What I think is forming over here is actually, it's actually a wedge. I think it's a falling wedge that's forming over here. It also fits very nice with these wicks here and these lines over here. Maybe it should be something like this, give or take. You know, it's not exact science, but it's in a ballpark area. So you can see that it hits these supports over here very nicely, and it holds them here. So this part over here is actually forming a very nice falling wedge right now. And not only that, this falling wedge is actually pretty decent as well, because between these two bottoms there is a divergence, right? We got RSI divergence already on this one. That means already that the down push is losing force. You can see here it's going, price is going down, the RSI is going technically up, RSI is going up. This is RSI divergence, and this RSI divergence already played out because we already got the pump to the upside. But right now I'm looking actually to go all the way down to the bottom of the wedge to confirm the wedge. And after that, if we can do that, if we get support on the wedge on the downside, then probability is a lot stronger that we might actually get out of the wedge on the upside. And I'm also looking if we can create another, once this starts going down, I'm looking at that if we can create another, if the price falls below the horizontal line here, somewhere down here, I'm looking to make another divergence. So I'm looking if we can create price falling, RSI still going up. That will mean double RSI divergence. That's very strong one, right? And then go out of the wedge to the upside. Now this is a small wedge, so it's not gonna help you that much, but it will start maybe a chain reaction of good things to come. So let's just draw the wedge back in. It's give or take in this pattern over here, and let's put some moving averages up here so we can see what's actually really dealing with. So entire night last night I was watching the 10 and 20 moving average right over here, you know, after the Eurovision, and by the way, I called Italy, just so you guys know, and I got proof in the Patreon chat. I called Italy. Yeah, important stuff. That said, but it was good song, you know. I'm kind of old guy. I like decent rock and roll, you know, rock music. So you know, it's all good. 10 and 20 moving average. I was watching 10 and 20 moving average entire night, right? And I was watching the close, and the close closed. Sorry, which one? This was the close on the daily. Exactly when the daily closed, we closed exactly below it. But the next 4 hours, because you can see here, I'm gonna show you something. Even though you close below the line, see here, we closed below the line. This is the 10 moving average, right? The white line is 10 moving average. We closed below the 10 moving average, but since the line was already going down, we opened above the 10 moving average, which is technically a bullish thing because right now we are still above it. But right now we are going down. We still got 20 minutes left, and this is probability is pretty big that we're gonna close below the line. Now what I'm looking for right now, what I'm looking for after this first 20 minutes are done, I'm looking for more dump. I'm looking for more dump, and I'm looking to hit the bottom support down here. So I'm looking this is gonna start falling down, and when it breaks this level over here, when it breaks this level at 36,139, when it breaks this level over here at 139, when it breaks this level, I'm expecting the dump to continue, maybe the wick even to go like a lot lower. I'm not actually quite sure, but you can see these big wicks, right? These big wicks over here and over here, they are big, but these two wicks are actually the easy wicks are actually hitting it on the dollar. But I'm actually looking, maybe we are gonna go lower, I don't know. But the close, I want to close, or the other wicks on other candles to start hitting this line. Because if they manage to hold this line with some of these wicks, because you don't need all the wicks, you need some wicks. If we manage to hold the price, the full candles above the line, and some wicks are hitting the line, then this is gonna be confirmation. 1, 2, 3. This is third confirmation of the bottom support, and that's gonna be a pretty decent indicator for me that this is a falling wedge and that we might actually continue going up. I'm not saying we're gonna go up, because the biggest resistance over here is the 10 and 20 moving average that we are going through. So we gotta get we gotta get above the 10 and 20 moving average. However you look at it, before we get out of the 10 and 20 above the 10 and 20 moving average, nothing has happened. So we gotta get above the 10 and 20 moving average first, and then out of the triangle. But that's the gameplay. Now the way this is gonna be invalidated, or the way this is gonna not happen, if the price continues dumping down further and closes below this line. If we have a close below the support line down here, anywhere, if you can, meaning if you have the body of the candle, that's the big thing, not the small things, but big thing. If we close somewhere around here, that's gonna be an invalidation of this this line, and then we have to, you know, redraw the line as always. Then maybe it is some kind of a triangle or something like that. Then it might be some kind of triangle or something like that that's actually playing out here, or maybe some other things. But however you look at it, this is the important number to look at right now. I think 36,139. Let's see how this number looks on the other lines, on the other time frames. This is 1 hourly time frame. 1 hourly has, let's remove everything and just try to figure out which number we are looking at, because on the 4 hourly is 36,139, but that's not gonna push it down. 36,139. It's a nice number, but it's on a 4 hourly time frame. It's not gonna push it down. It's not gonna push it down. So we gotta go and see when comes the point where we actually drop hard. Maybe it's either this one or this one over here, one of these two, because these lower two support lines are 1 hourly time frames. You can see 30 minutes time frames also correspond very well with this one, not so much with this one. And let me see 5 minutes chart as well. Now 5 minute chart, so 30 minutes. So I'm thinking, let's just go a little back in time. I'm thinking this one over here, the 35,307, is a lot more important than the upper one that's on 4 hourly. 35,307, because this is the 4 hourly support, this is 1 hourly support. So I'm thinking right now we are getting really close to that 4 hourly support. Right now 3.5%. This, you can see, as closer you get to the closing of the candle, action goes up, right? So right now you can see that right now that we are getting close to the 36,139, but I don't think there will be any kind of big drops before we actually break 35,307, because this is a 1 hourly time frame, and on 1 hourly time frame, once we start getting here and start breaking it down over here, that we might actually get a bigger drop. But again, the wedge is in play. There is no wedge here if we look at the small time frames. there is no wedge here. Actually, it looks more like something like you know, something like this. Rising looks like triangle, right? If you look at least it looks like triangle, so that means continuation pattern. But I told you, this is a triangle, right? And it's a continuation pattern. But I told you, it's either a triangle or folding wedge, one of those two things. It depends on how you draw it. But when you look at a higher time frame, it is technically a wedge. On a higher time frames, on a 4-hourly time frame, it is a wedge because you don't have any. I like the wedge. I like the wedge more than I like the triangle. I don't know why. I call it experience or whatever. I like the wedge. I think wedge is more likely to play out because of the divergence that's been happening here. The price going up, the RSI going down. Sorry, the RSI going up, the price going down. Because of the divergence, I think the wedge, falling wedge, is more likely to play out than the falling wedge is more likely to play out than the triangle. Okay, if it was the triangle, then I don't think we would have the RSI divergence over here. But since we have the RSI divergence, I think the falling wedge is the correct right now pattern that we are in. And I think that right, you can see here on the dollar, we are hitting. See how nice my lines are. Look at this. Okay, not on the dollar. There's like 148. This is 39, yeah, like $10 or something off week went. But right now we're getting to that resistance. This is the first resistance. This is the second. But if we close below 35,307 on the hourly chart, probability that we are gonna go continue going down, it rises up. But ultimately we want to hold this wedge. Now I'm not gonna talk about some other supports on the downside, or actually I can do that. If we start falling down, where is the support line? Now, first support, of course, lies down here at 37,746. This is weekly 50 moving average. That's a 27,746. And the next one that I think might hold really nicely is 35,549. It's in the ballpark area over here. Sorry, yeah, 32,375. No, 32,327. 32,327. That's the big support that I'm actually hoping it will hold. If you start falling down or something like that, crazy levels, I think 32 is more likely than 27. I like 32. I like 30. I don't know why, because it is very important support previously been over here. So I like 32 a lot more than 27. So I think it's gonna hold. But all in all, I don't think we are gonna. If we get to 32, it might be with a wick. And that might play out that we go with the wick all the way down to the 32 and then retrace back inside the falling wedge and then go out. Now there is a lot of course assumptions here and stuff like that, but overall to me that's what the game playing right now looks like. Because of the divergence. If you didn't have divergence, I would probably thinking of something else. But right now, the only thing I see is that yesterday we got big rejection on the 10 and 20 moving average. So we are definitely gonna test some kind of supports on the downside. Which kind of supports that's gonna be? It kind of depends, but definitely gonna test some kind of supports on the downside over here. Right now, it might actually be only 36, but before we can retest the 10 and 20 moving average again, because this is closing in 11 minutes right now. This candle over here is closing in 11 minutes. Before we can go back and revisit, I think we have to test some kind of supports, and I think we're gonna test this wedge support right now, because it's gonna be very nice. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. That's gonna be very nice, and then we can actually continue up. Maybe this some kind of even more steep falling wedge. Maybe this falling wedge goes something like this. There are a lot of lines on the screen, but that doesn't matter, you know. Yeah, and that's it for today, guys. That's the Bitcoin technical analysis for today on the daily show. I hope you enjoyed that. Now let's see what chat is doing right now. It's all good. Yeah, somebody donate me 10 pounds and says, I've learned a lot from you through your technical analysis, and I want to say thank you for your hard work. I appreciate it, man. Guppy, thanks, man. I appreciate the money. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate the love. CoinSkid collab video with TLA. Yeah, why not, man? I'll always collab with anybody who's have 140k subs, man. Why not? How long till we are out of this? Nobody knows how long, man. That's how these things work. You can see right now that we are actually breaking the 4-hourly support, and this is actually indicate if it's still 10 minutes left. This isn't close. You always have to. A very important thing in technical analysis: just because something is falling below a certain level doesn't mean it's finished. It just means that you know, that's the trading range. You need to wait for the closes. Closes end in 9 minutes 49 minutes. You can see this big wick over down here. Doesn't mean anything. You wait for the close and then you take your actions based on that. How many dips should I buy? Depends on how long you are gonna stay in the crypto space, man. I've been here for 4 years, so you know, buy it whenever you want to buy. If you are gonna stay here for the next, you know, I don't know how long, you know, keep on buying this. No bear market on the BTC, loses the 55 EMA. Where is the 55? By the way, Coinskid's in the chat. Please say hello to the Coinskid. Man, how you doing, man? I see you are working very hard with your Twitter, Instagram, you know, YouTube channel, your Telegram. Man, you are all over the place. There's no way I'm making an Instagram for my channel. No way, man. I mean, I gotta draw the line somewhere. But you are doing great, man. Great job. Let's see where the 55 moving. Was that on the daily or the week? That must be on the weekly. 55 EMA on the weekly or the daily? Let's say 55 EMA. Where is it? Oh, this is on the weekly chart. Yeah, maybe on the weekly chart 55 EMA. It is around the level where I said we might be right around 32,320. Both 55 EMA and my support level that I actually hope that we actually hold are in the same ballpark. So that might be it. That might be it. The missus is on my Insta, lol. Weekly, yeah, weekly. Hello TLA, you're my hero. Thanks, man. I appreciate nice and kind words. So yeah, somewhere around here, if we started falling below this line of support, the way I see it, and that's around where 50 Coinskid just said 55 EMA right over here, down here. I wouldn't say it's that terrible, because you know, anything can change, and if we fall down, we can invalidate it by having the next candle go right back up again, just like over here we had on the 10 moving average. We broke the 10 moving average right down, and the next candle was right back up again, right? So this might happen also here, because that means invalidation. So it doesn't mean end it all, you know, be all end all. We are in bear market, but you don't want to go there. Why would we want to go there? You know, why would we not gonna go there? Let's see on the 4-hourly time frame over here and see what's actually happening. We still got 7 minutes, so we're gonna run the live show for 7 more minutes to see where this 4-hourly candle will close, and then we're gonna say a few words about it before we end the show. Let's talk to the chat a little bit. What's your opinion about the alts losing in BTC pair? Alt season over? Well, if the you know, if the bull market's over, the alt season is over, definitely. But if bull market continues, I can promise you there will be another alt season, and even bigger than before. When do you think the BTC will go up from 28k? Not quite sure. I'm not quite sure it's gonna go down to all the 28, 27, 10k. It might do that, but I'm thinking we might be getting some kind of indication of some kind of bottom down here. Maybe. It depends how we start climbing from here. But if this this falling wedge is actually the thing that I actually think it is, and we get some kind of support over here, then we might actually continue on the upside. Hi bro, good job. XRP. What do you think? I'm gonna do XRP video right after I do this. I do XRP daily videos. What do you think about the Wyckoff accumulation pattern? Not very much. There is. I'm gonna post another very interesting statistic that shows that during the run on the upside here, because everybody's talking about how this is Wyckoff's distribution, and then we are going down, right? But I'm gonna show you data that shows that during this move up, it was mostly sell-off. And during the distribution part was actually accumulation period, and because of that, I'm actually thinking that this might actually go up. So I'm becoming a lot more bullish. I've been starting to watch because I'm technical analysis. I like looking the prices in the daily and 4-hourly chart and see if the price is gonna go up and down. You know, it's good for trading. It's good for a lot of things. You don't have to focus on the big moves. But I've understood that if you wanna be in this space and, you know, talk with the community and stuff like that, you gotta know what the big moves, market cycles are gonna be like. So I've been going more into the I won't say fundamental analysis, but more into on-chain analysis, statistical analysis of wallets and stuff like that, to see if I can understand how the prices are gonna move, and that is giving me some kind of optimism that we might actually continue the bull run. So I'm optimistic. You're gonna see it in every video I do today. You're gonna see I'm very optimistic that we are gonna continue bull run. So that's the plan. We are gonna continue the bull run. You heard about exchange manipulating the XMR price. They sold Monero that they didn't have. That's why you couldn't withdraw a Monero only deposit. No, I didn't have that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't think that matters that much for Monero. CoinKids, so busy, but we'll do a Wink update ASAP. Yeah, CoinsBit, I understand you are busy, man. But people want your videos, man. You used to make 10 videos a day, and I tried to follow up, but I couldn't. And you see what's happened now. Now everybody wants the videos you used to make. Now, man, you're doing very well on your channel. And everybody in my Telegram chat also always talks about CoinSkid, how optimistic and how motivating the CoinSkid is. So that's good, man. We love you. Keep on doing what you wanna do. I have to admit, I've been bearish for a while now, and you know, because I look at small time frames, I look at small time, daily, 4-hourly, right? CoinSkin knows how to zoom out, you know, but I've been a little bit to the downside. But right now, I think I'm changing my my direction. I think that I'm becoming more bullish. I'm becoming more bullish, so that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Hey bro, what do you think of GSX? I have no clue what it is. We haven't seen all season really. All season comes as Bitcoin reaches its ultimate peak and drops. Maybe you know, I came into at the top of the bull market in 2017, so I haven't experienced the build up towards the top. So I'm not quite sure what to say. That's cool text. Love you too. Why are you not doing Chiliz anymore? It's not actually Chiliz. People also have been saying, why are you not doing Bitcoin, BitTorrent anymore? Why are you not doing Ethereum Classic? It's not that I don't want to do it. I've been, you know, but when everything is going down, when everybody's so negative, you don't, and then I had a lot to do at home as well, you kind of get demotivated, and then you need to make like 8 videos a day. Plus I got Patreon, I got make Patreon video, then everything else, and this it takes a lot of time, you know, it takes a lot of time. And then suddenly I went from doing like 6 to 8 videos a day to doing like 4 or 5, sometimes only 4 videos. And then you gotta pick something what you're gonna do. So usually it's XRP, Cardano, VeChain, BitTorrent, and then after that maybe Ethereum Classic, and maybe then Chiliz. But you know, Chiliz people just stopped kind of watching my Chiliz video at one point, and you know, and then I tried doing something else. You know, on YouTube you gotta do what YouTube wants you to do. Okay guys, we got 1 minute 24 seconds left, and it's looking like we're gonna close below the support down here, which is not that actually good. By the way guys, we got merch, seed lines, the merch. Yeah, not actually the merge though. But on 1 hourly, we're still not below the 35,307. So we're gonna see if we get it back below 35,307. But I'm just looking for this close right now, and then we're gonna close the stream. 52 more seconds, guys. Let's hear the bets. Are we gonna close below or above it? Are we gonna close below 36,139 or above it? Where are we gonna close, guys? Where are we gonna close? Give your bets. Give your bets. Can you say Jordan? There is a guy called Jordan Comirand on YouTube. He has around 30k subs. He also does daily Bitcoin analysis and stuff like that. I've been watching the guy for a while. So go check out, guys, a guy called Jordan Comirand or something like that. And there we go. There's the close. We closed below. There we go. We closed below the support. This was the 4-hourly support right over here. We just closed below it, and now we are going to continue going down, unless we just turn around here. What we want to see now is, do we have divergence over here? And yes, we do, guys. We have the second divergence over here. No, we don't. Yeah, the price is going down. The RSI is going up. This is divergence, guys. This is divergence. The only thing we want to see is how long this is gonna go, because this isn't over until we get at least two green candles to confirm the divergence. So it doesn't matter how far this go down. When it starts going down, the RSI will follow it, and when RSI drops below around 34.38, drop here, there is no more divergence, because the price is going down, the RSI is going down. But as long as the price RSI is going up and the price is going down, there is a divergence. So we're gonna get this confirmation once we start getting these green candles. When they are gonna cup, it kind of depends. Maybe we're gonna get already now. Two green candles, and then we are getting the divergence. That would be the second divergence. And what we are looking after that, after the second divergence, and maybe even after the support here on the wedge down here, what we're looking is again to break the 10 and 20 moving average. That's this line and this line over here, to break those moving averages, to break this line of resistance upside. Only once we are out of the wedge over here can we start to relaxing a little bit, at least for a short while, and then start watching if we can get above the 10 moving average on the daily chart. Anyways, guys, I appreciate everybody joining the stream. I appreciate everybody you know, coming to the daily Bitcoin video. We do this Bitcoin video every single day, so if you're not subscribed to the channel, click the notification button, you know, all button and all that shebang. Hit the like button, write down in the comments, do whatever you want to do. Come back tomorrow 9:30 Central European time. I'm gonna try to be precise, you know, like an atomic clock, as Ivan Take says. Anyways, you guys been great, been nice stream. We're gonna see what's gonna happen today. Don't over leverage, don't do stupid stuff, you know. Take it easy. The bull run hopefully is not yet over, so there is gonna be a lot of time to accumulate, and there is gonna be a lot of time to have fun. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. See you around. Bye bye.